how much do you know about our company and how we approach the work?
Very little. I mean, I see your signs around,
Right.
and I just know that you're across, and I know Amanda's using you and is very happy, and that's all I know.
Okay. So essentially, I'll give you the elevator speech. Essentially, I believe like I'm the owner of the company and I came at this from being in your shoes. Like I inherited my grandparents' house when I was in my second year of university, and my mom was the CEO of a hospital and my stepdad was too. And they basically just said, this is a you problem. We have no time for this.
Yeah.
So I moved in and then I had no business owning my own home at 22. So I got all
Right.
my buddies who were in the trades to move in with me to help me pay for the rent while I was still in school and doing all that. And then I needed to get an estimate to renovate the place because it was old. Like it was like, an older Toronto
Yeah.
home. And then I would get these general contractors to come through and I would tell them what I need. And then they would give me this laundry list of things. And then they would say like $400,000. And then when I asked them, like, well, how did you get to that number? They would be like all cloak and dagger, not giving me an answer. And I'm like, I'm not going to give you $400,000. What do you think?
Right.
I'm not stupid. Like, this is a
Yeah.
bad idea. Like, this just
Yeah.
feels wrong. So then I started on the pathway of like figuring out how they got to that number and like doing my own math. It was like a student like doing a long division question and then answering seven. And like it might be
Yeah.
the right number, but I'm like, well, how did you get to it? Like I want
Yeah.
partial points along the way here, right? So then we started, and then essentially I used the equity from that home, and after I renovated it, after I refinanced to buy another home, and I renovated that, and I kind of continued along that pathway and
Oh,
cut my own teeth on my own dime until I got the confidence to do it for somebody else. And then it kind of snowballed from there. And then essentially what it came into is that I met Christina, our COO, and she used to be a building inspector and holds the architectural license for the business and used to be work in Menkes and low rise. And then now we absorb all the design teams. So we have full-time designers and now we have the entire service stream. We picked up the cabinetry company along the way as well. So now we have a cabinetry company in-house as well.
wow.
Because what we
Fantastic.
realized was that it's all about accountability, right? If you're in the position where you need to renovate your home, you need 6 sub-consultants to
Yeah.
get you along the way. You need the architectural designer, the engineers, the city, the interior designer to work with you on fit and finish, and then you need to do all the procurement, right?
Right.
And the GC at the end is the only person who's going to tell you how much it costs, but they
Right.
need the preceding 5 people's input in order to tell you the price. And that's just a shitty deal because you could do all of the work along the way and have all of it planned out, then give it to the GC and realize, oh crap, I can't afford it. And then you have to start again.
Right.
So essentially we just aimed to, over a period of 5 years, pick them all up. And now we have the entire service because it's something that I think my mom or my stepdad told me is like, if not one person's accountable, then no one's accountable.
Yeah.
Right. And so
Yeah.
we want to be that accountable party. And so what we do is we bring you through different budget updates, class D, C, B, A, 20%, 15%, 10%, 5% margin of error and accuracy as we go through all of the decisions and do all of the discovery on site. And then essentially by the time we start construction, you're very much hands off because you've done all your shopping, you've done all
Yeah.
your selections, you've done all of that kind of stuff. And I like to think that pre-construction saves marriages because what I say is that like, imagine that I said, here's $150,000, go to IKEA over the next 12 weeks and spend this money in a way where you both agree.
Yeah.
Dude, I wouldn't make it. There's
Yeah.
no way.
Yeah.
So essentially what we do is we take you through a 12-week program in our office when we're doing the planning. And essentially you go, 1 week is dedicated to fixtures for plumbing, then electrical fixtures, and then flooring, and then trim, and then doors, and then cabinetry, and then windows, and then siding, and then whatever. And then every week you go shopping, you make your selection at our suppliers, you get all of our discounts there, you bring your choices back, we fold those into documents that are used for the construction. And then that's it. We just get there from that process. So,
Amazing. Sounds great.
thank you for being patient in that explanation.
Yeah, no worries. It's interesting. It's also like kind of an interesting process and journey to get to a streamlined process.
It was a turbulent ride.
I bet.
Yeah. Anyways, it's fun though.